Hello everyone, Heather Turner here with another video that will be hopefully helpful to you in your EdTech journey. Today's EdTech tool is diving deeper into Book Creator. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start with the square one-to-one comic, and I'll tell you why in a moment. The reason why I choose the comic is that I like the ability to do layouts. And that kind of mixes up the way that the page is organized. Just because it's a comic doesn't necessarily mean that it is a comic strip that you create. So, as before in the first video, everything that we want to do is kind of on this plus. So we're adding something to this ebook. And so under comics, we have what they call panels, which is that layout organization that you can use. You also have things like speech bubbles and thought bubbles and text that's going to be like a caption or a title or, the things that make comics kind of exciting. And then, of course, regular text. And stickers, which just kind of make things a little bit more interesting for the student or person that is reading the book. So why not have them as an option for you? You don't have to use them, but they're there for you if you choose the comic. If you choose the non-comic book, then you don't have those options. And so that's okay, but I just like to have those options just in case I decide I want to use them. So we are going to start first by how you put in an image. So like I said before, it's under the plus, and we're going to go to media, and we're going to import, and I'm going to import a picture of a dog. So there we go. You'll notice right here that says results shown are labeled for commercial reuse with modification. That is really helpful for making sure that we're using images that we're allowed to use. And it's a great lesson for students on digital citizenship and copyright. So I'm just going to select that. And so there I go. I have my dog in there, and I can move it around by clicking and dragging it around the canvas. And I can also decrease the size of the image to however big I want it to be. I can add pictures on top of each other. So I can go in and I can add, going into the plus, media, and import, and I can then, maybe I want a cat. And I can add that in. And so I can layer those images on top of each other. I can put them wherever it is that I want them to be. I can make a collage of them. Or I can put text and images together. So now let's add some text in there. And again, the plus. Now for this, I could just go to text here under comics, or I can go to media and text. I'm going to go into the text under comics, and I am going to do little bit of text in there, and now you'll notice that it's on top of the picture, so I can, just like an image, I can click and drag it to wherever I want it to be. And I can also, by clicking on the text and then going over here to the italics to I then have some options on font and color and background, and if I wanted to have a shadow, which it looks kind of weird when it's like that. Sometimes the shadow works and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to go and I'm going to scroll down under the fonts and give it kind of a fun font like this one. And I'm also going to increase the size of the text. And I'm going to center justify it. And why not? Let's change the color too. All right, now you'll notice when I add the shadow this time, because the text itself is a thicker weight, it actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So I could add some more pictures if I wanted to. I could also add a video. You'll notice I can even rotate it by using that green circle. But maybe I want a video right there. So I am going to go to YouTube. I could have Googled it as well, but I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm going to search for funny pet videos. And I can spell. Nope, I did not spell. All right, so that looks good. And I need to get the embed code. That is kind of the special code that's used to be able to embed or put into the book that video, so you don't have to come back to YouTube to watch it. So to get to that embed code, I go to Share, Embed, and I copy this embed code that's right there. So now I'm going to go back to my book. I'm going to go to the plus, Media, Import, and then the last one is Embed. So I'm going to confirm. It's going to show you that little image. I'm going to add it to my book, and now you'll notice that I have my video and I can actually increase and decrease the size just like I would any other image or item that is on the page. So now I have 2 images and I have a video and I have text. So the next thing that I could do is I could do the auto draw that I told you about in the first video. So if I go to Media again, go to the pen and auto draw, I'm just going to start drawing something. And it's going to try to guess what I'm trying to draw. Hasn't gotten it yet. All right, there we go. There's a cat. Oh, no, that was a raccoon. We'll go with a raccoon. I wasn't being a very good drawer today, I guess. So there we go. There's my raccoon. I can X out. And I can say done. And then there's my little raccoon. Some people have pet raccoons, right? That works. All right, so there's my raccoon. So I've done the auto draw, I've done the images, I've done a video, I've done text. The other thing that I recently learned is that you can actually put in links to, say, a Google form, or, I mean, links, of course, but you can actually put the Google form in there and then it brings up, and I'll show you what it does. It's really cool. I was pretty excited about this. So I'm going to go to the plus, Media. I'm going to click on Import. Battle of the Books logos. Okay, this is a form that I created before. So I can actually validate the link. It shows me what it looks like, and I can give it any title I want to. I add it to the book. So there's a little form, and look, it's got the little form icon. I can make it bigger or smaller, depending on what I want to do. And then, this is the really cool part, is that if I actually go to view the book, so that goes to the read the book, play. When I click on this in the book, it brings up the Google form right as a pop-up in the book. I thought that was pretty sweet, because then again, we don't have to go outside of the book to have the students complete something. So, I mean, it's kind of, we're trying to have this thing that is all encompassing, that they don't have to go someplace else. So I really liked that. You might like that too. Let me know. This has been hopefully helpful EdTech Tips, and have a wonderful day.